Hey everybody, you're watching
My Dad's Life.
And today we're going to be cooking chicken bacon mac and cheese. So for Father's Day, me and Renee is going to be cooking our chicken bacon mac and cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and start working on the bacon and getting that chopped up and cooked. And then Renee is going to be working on getting all the cheese shredded.
While Dad's working on the bacon, I'm going to be shredding 8 ounces of Gouda, sharp cheddar cheese, and pepper jack.
Alright, so while the water's on boiling for our noodles, I'm going to go ahead and cut up our bacon and get that started. And then we'll set that to the side and get started on our chicken. So we'll be using the same pan for our bacon and our chicken just so we can carry over that flavor, so when we are done it'll taste wonderful. Then the cutting board that I'm using is the cutting board that me and Landon made last year, and this is one of his first woodworking projects. Rinse that bowl out. I'm going to cook the bacon extra crispy, so when you put it together with the macaroni and the cheese, that the bacon doesn't become soft when you're baking it in the oven.
I'm cutting up the chicken and we're going to cook it in the bacon grease.
As you can see, our bacon is pretty well going to be extra crispy, and that's what we want. We don't want them to get soggy when we bake it in with the mac and cheese. So we're going to use our handy dandy spaghetti bacon spatula. So we'll get our, now that we got our bacon grease all nice and hot, we'll go ahead and throw in our chicken. Now that our chicken is cooking in our bacon grease, we're going to go ahead and take our noodles and get those drained and set them aside so they don't overcook, so we don't want too much of a mushy noodle. Now that our bacon fried chicken is ready, we'll go ahead and get this out. And we're going to keep the pan the way it is with the bacon grease and a little bit of chicken fat that rendered down. And we're going to keep all that flavor, and we're going to make our roux for our cheese sauce. Turn our heat down to medium heat. So we've got our bacon grease medium heat. We're going to go ahead and make our sauce. So put in some all-purpose flour. And get this to where it's almost a darker brown. until you start to see a paste form with the flour and the oil. Now with our sauce ready, I'm going to go ahead and put in some garlic, minced garlic, and I want a little extra kick, so I'm going to put in some cayenne pepper. They give it just a little bit of heat. Let's get this stirred in. Now, most recipes or channels you watch, you're going to see that they have recipes, and I really don't follow recipes. That's not really how I learned to cook. I learned to cook from my mom, watching her, and from my grandma and her family cookbook. But for me, after you cook for so long, you just basically know about how much of this item or that item that you can go ahead and put into it. So now that this is ready, we'll go ahead and dump in our cheese. That's smelling good already, isn't it, Renee?
Mm-hmm. Can I throw this in?
Yeah, go ahead. And then we're going to put in our cream cheese as well.
It's so liquidy.
Yeah, you're making a mess out of that. So I'm going to let all this cheese melt in, and if I'll see if it's too stringy, then I'll go ahead and add a little bit more milk to kind of thin it down. So it looks like now our cheese sauce is ready. It's not looking too stringy. It looks pretty good. So we'll go ahead and turn the heat off. So we got our noodles dumped into our pan. Let's go ahead and pour in our cheese sauce. Add those in. And we'll go ahead and give it one more stir. We'll top this off with some breadcrumbs. Now let's put this in the oven for 350 for 25 minutes. So now that our mac and cheese is done, we'll go ahead and put on our chicken. And come in the top with a little bit of chives. And there we have it, our chicken bacon mac and cheese. So I hope everyone had a happy Father's Day weekend, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And I hope you enjoyed what you've seen today, and if you want, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. So until next time, I'll see you then.
I put a piece of my mouth, so I don't think you could tell that I was laughing.
I did.